up January 1st. People are like, new year, new me. And I used to do that as well, but for this year, I actually started some really good things last year that I have been continuing to develop. So it was not necessarily a new year, new me sort of situation, but I just wanted to say practically, yes, if that's something that, you know, sparks your memory as far as like new year, new me, okay, there are also some other new things that need to happen in the new year, or, you know, periodically. One thing that needs to happen is get you some new me, new year, new me, new underwear. And yes, I said it. This is a practical thing, like I was saying. I think about like kids, children, whenever, you know, they start to potty train and you get them undies that fit them, then, you know, you change out their undies as they grow. But I wonder how many people actually, as they become adults, get themselves new underwear at certain intervals. We're supposed to be changing our underwear out, totally changed. Like, get rid of all the ones that we have currently and get brand new ones twice a year, every 6 months. So new year, new me, new year, new underwear needs to be a thing. Because you got to think about it. You know, you wear your underwear, you know, close to your body in a very sensitive area for males and females, for men and women. You know, down there, that's waist release area, and underwear can harbor things like mold, mildew, yeast, and things like that. So we're supposed to be getting new underwear about every 6 months. Now, if a person is saying, hey, I don't think I can really afford that for the underwear that I really like to wear, I think you can afford it to get you a pack of 14 underwear or 2 packs of 7, you know, the basic Fruit of the Looms, or, you know, Hanes and things like that. Now, if you wear designer underwear and you can't afford to, you know, take care of your reproductive genital health in that manner twice a year, then you really have a different problem, right? So, or that person really has a different type of problem, and you need to get your priorities straight, because it's not, oh, I'm not gonna, you know, purchase new underwear because I buy expensive underwear and I'm not gonna be spending that money. No, this is a health thing for you, for your genital health, and, you know, for your reproductive health. Like, you need to be changing your underwear totally twice a year. So if we go with the new year, new underwear, do it in January and then do it again in June. Now, another thing, you know, new year, new me, can be, you know, new year, new cards, or new debit cards, new credit cards. You need to change those things out, because identity theft and scamming is so bad. And also, you know, I guess on the lighter end of things, a lot of people have a lot of things going on, and so sometimes, and then I'm gonna talk about my mom. She ended up having a couple Netflix accounts and didn't even realize that she was paying for, you know, like multiple television streaming accounts. And so, you know, in instance or in situations like that, I know they have like companies or different apps that can help you zero in on zero in on when you're, paying what you're paying or what's coming out of your account, like annually or monthly or quarterly, that you may forget about, and I know, funny enough, I know some people like, look, I don't have enough money to forget about nothing, but, some people do. Some people do, or they don't track, their finances and things that come out of their account, $20 at a time, that closely. So, every year, you need to be changing out your cards, your debit card number, your credit cards, to get new numbers and things of that nature. So, just to protect, your finances, your financial health, take a barometer, and then, have a moment, or have a time where you come and, you really sit down, part of your, semi-annually, budget planning, which, everybody that has, a job, responsibilities, and is making some type of income, or an entrepreneur, you should be, doing finances on a regular, budget things on a regular. But, big things and goals and things like that, maybe semi-annual, every 6 months. Then that way, when you sit down, when you change your card, you sit down and then you go back over everything. Okay, am I going to keep this subscription? Have I been utilizing this gym membership? Do I want to tweak some things up in my leisure time? Sometimes when I sit down and, and I decide that I want to watch a movie or something like that, maybe I have, this television or show streaming platform, but I really watch this one all the time, so I don't need that one. Okay, cool. So I, cancel my card that is on, I can, either cancel them or let it go, for the rest of this month until, when they try to hit the card again, it doesn't go through, and then you're being intentional about making sure that the things that are coming out of your bank accounts, that they're exactly what you utilize and what you want to utilize. It's really being a better steward. It's getting into the habit of being a better steward over what's essentially God's money. It's God's money. He's the giver of everything good. And, hear me out. When we talk about, the love of money is bad. Yes. Who you're going to serve, you have to choose between God and mammon, which is, money. Yes. We're not serving money or anything like that, but yeah, we utilizing money. For different reasons, and you need to be a good steward of it. You need to make sure that you're not frivolous with it, and you just not just throwing it out the window. Because my thing is say for instance, you have some subscriptions that add up to like $200 a month. Man, that's what, 10 people that you could have gave, a $20 bill. That's 20 people you could have gave a $10 bill. Could have blessed some people. When you see them, on a street corner, you see them in a store, you see them at church, things like that. That's, if you, do, I know in the South, a lot of old folks, they'll give a little kid $1. Hey, they want to bless you, and they make sure that, they have, a wallet, especially gentlemen, they make sure they have a wallet of dollars. They give the young guys, and, $1, little toddlers and little kids and stuff like that. That's 200, little ones that you could have blessed with, blessed with $1, put in their piggy bank, brighten up their little day. But it's just like, if that money's being thrown away, you don't even use the services anymore or anything like that, you don't know. We're not being a good steward over, that money, and not utilizing it in a strategic manner or a purposeful way. So I think that, that's a good thing to check up on, periodically, maybe twice a year as well. Could be, like you say, new year, new me. Do the underwear in January and June, or January and July, and then do your cards. Even if you want to do it once a year, you can either do it at the start of the year, the new year, the January, or you can do it on your birthday. Hey, it's my birthday, let me change up my cards. If your birthday falls on a weekend, either do it that Friday before or that Monday before. Put a calendar reminder on. But just little things like that. Those are two things that I was thinking about, that we just need to be cognizant of. Honestly, a lot can happen in 6 months. A lot can happen in 6 months. If you are working out, and I'm talking to the women now, if you're working out and your body is beginning to change and you wear bras, you wear brasiers, you need to see how your bras are fitting. If they're not fitting good anymore, you've been, if you've gotten bigger, or you've gotten smaller for whatever reason, that's not important, but you still need to have good brasiers that have good support, good coverage, if that's what you wear. Some people don't wear them at all, and that's on them, that's fine. But if that's something that you do, 6 months, you're like, oh, I have, I don't know, 7 good brasiers, 7 good bras, and I've gained some weight. Now they tight, they're cutting me. I need to get some for right now that fit me. Maybe a woman has gotten pregnant, or just gained some weight or whatever like that. Okay, cool, I'll put these, wash them, dry them real good, fold them up, put them to the side, just in case I get back down to that weight. If they're still good, yes, it's different from underwear, because usually you're not having anything leaking unless you're lactating, and you may be able to save them, if they're not torn up and holy or anything like that, none of the clasps are missing. You might want to do an inventory of that. Okay, cool, let me get some good ones that fit, that smooth out the back fat, whatever. Do a personal inventory of those things that you can put on a schedule. And I think that it would be helpful, because a lot of times we have so many things going on that it can be difficult to remember everything. And it's just like we hitting with, things like, oh, I need to do that now, I forgot. Oh, I need to do that now, I forgot. No, start putting things on a schedule. Let me check this at this time. Let me put it, when it pops up, in your calendar. Oh, awesome, it is that time of the year, so let me just check these. 5 minutes, check them. For your underwear, you go to department store, grocery store that has clothes or whatever like that, you could pick some up, or you like a specific kind, you can order them online. Okay, yeah, I'm glad I put that reminder for myself. Let me make sure that the 6-month reminder is on, and it'll kick out in 6 months. So be intentional about scheduling things that help you in your life, and that will help to increase the quality of your life. It's just those little things, chipping away at those little things that actually make a significant difference. We call them little, but they make a big difference down the line. And make sure you do this for your kids that have stopped growing as much. So that's pretty much like your preteens. Now, some of them get, they be like 12 years old. They're as big as they're going to get height wise or whatever. And for like the next 10 years, maybe even girth wise, they may get a little bit bigger or whatever like that for the most part. But make sure that they're on a schedule too to get new underwear, to make sure that their bras are fitting for the females. For the males, make sure that they have, good undershirts. They should not be having to pull out holy undershirts out of their drawer. They should not be having designer shoes on and their underwear are holy. Absolutely not. Put them on a schedule as well, and make sure that, you know, they're getting things changed out periodically as well. Okay, go on in that room, go and give me all your underwear. You know, I bought you a new pack. I want to make sure that the new is not mixed in with the old. We're going to wash these before you wear them. Wash your things before you wear them. Please. You don't know what kind of chemicals is on this stuff, and that's a little segue. You don't know what kind of chemicals is on this stuff when they are put through production. You do not need to be wearing underwear that you have not properly cleansed beforehand. If it's underwear you need to cleanse by hand, okay, you need to get you a little small bucket, get you some warm water, whatever type of cleanser needs to happen in there. You know, wash it. Definitely wash the seat of it real good. That's going to actually touch your genitals, and that's going to be in that area. Wash it real good, soak that stuff real good, rinse it out, dry it, hang dry it if need be. You should never and do not, I'm telling you this from the bottom of my heart, stop putting on stuff that you have not washed. That's actually touching your skin. A lot of our skin issues would be alleviated if we stop putting things on our skin straight from the manufacturer. They manufacture those things because a lot of times they have to sit in warehouses and stuff like that. It has preservatives on it. Yes, even clothes, even clothing has preservatives and things on it, so you make sure that it doesn't start to decompose quickly, because they have warehouses of these things stacked up, and they need to keep it, you know, in some type of fresh state. Please stop putting things on your skin and on your baby's skin that you have not properly cleansed. Yes, so clean that stuff up. You know, okay, cool, how many pairs, you know, we got, okay, cool. You know, if they let you know, oh man, you know, these are my favorite ones, I got 2 favorites or something like that, okay, cool, well, I try to get you, you know, the same brand, you know what I'm saying, might be a little different color, something like that. But for health reasons, let's go ahead and get rid of these and you toss them out. Another thing, when we are giving things away to people who are less fortunate than us, it's certain things that we do not need to be giving away used. You do not give away used underwear. If you're going to give somebody some underwear, it needs to be brand new. Hear me clear. You done set your behind in some underwear. You, for women, discharge. If your sexual maturity is at that point, menstruation, you passing gas, didn't wipe good 1 time, 2 times, whatever time, it doesn't matter. Males still have some type of discharge, and then males and females, after you use the bathroom, some people don't even wipe themselves that good, front and back. Do not give away underwear that is used. If you've never heard it said before, I'm saying it here, I'm saying it now. Stop doing that. Do not do that. That goes for all ages and sizes of underwear. And especially kids. I see that all the time. Oh, you know, my baby grew out of these underwear or whatever like that. They 3. Yes, they 3. Them underwear be so poopy. They ain't wiping good. And you know, even if you try to wipe them, if they go and do it by themselves, or if they're at daycare or something like that, oh, they gonna have a itty day with an S in front. You know what I'm talking about. Stop giving away them used underwear. Stop that. Stop that. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. That right there just eats me up. It just really disgusts me. And you like, oh, well, they need, yes, they need new underwear, not some funky old underwear that you wash. But reason why we need to change out our underwear is because everything that is embedded into those fibers is not getting out, even with the wash. So after a certain amount of time, you need to change that out. Some things are just not going to come out. Don't give people less fortunate than you leftover nasty underwear like that. How the Lord made this body, what goes in must come out, and those underwear cover the come out area. Come on, do people better than that. You know in your heart, if you like, oh well, I'm just gonna give them this. You know in your heart, and guess what? God knows too. So hopefully you agree with me on that, and if you do, please pass that message. Please pass that message, because apparently a lot of people do not know that you just don't do that. You know, stop giving people the least of you, the stuff that you just don't want anymore. And that's another thing, but that's for another video. That's for another video. The one thing that you give away that needs to be brand new is underwear. And add in socks with that, because our feet leak out and sweat out so much stuff that, you know, you just don't want to do that to people. So, okay, that's what I have for right now for this video. I love you with the love of the Lord. I just made it to my next client. So let me get on in here and handle my business and do what I need to do. All right, until next time. Bye-bye.